Welcome to Princess Cay. We were lucky to visit this private island on December 30th, 2021. This private resort at Princess Cays is owned by Princess Cruise Line. Only Carnival and Princess Cruise make call at this tropical paradise. Your visit starts with a short water shuttle ride or tender from the cruise ship, which is moored a couple hundred yards from the beach. The water shuttles run continuously through the day, and the ride itself only takes a couple of minutes. This private port consists of 40 acres on the southern tip of the island of Luthra. Upon arrival at the Love Boat Marina, your day of relaxation is ready to begin. There are beaches and activities to both the left and right of the marina, with most attractions all to the left of the marina. Of note, most people do go left, so if you want to avoid crowds, the right side of the island does have the potential for quiet relaxation. We followed the crowds and went left. Right outside the marina, you'll find information huts, restrooms, lockers, and a few small stores. If you have purchased an excursion on the island, the meeting place will likely be the information stand right by the marina. The walkways are paved, thus allowing for strollers and wheelchair access. As you follow the path through the area, you get an idea of what is available. The ocean and the beach access will be to your left, with small buildings to the right. There's a small family area called Pelican's Perch that is fenced and provides families with young children an opportunity for playground fun and a small pool. As you continue to walk, you will see float rental stands as well as a straw market where local Bohemian citizens sell common souvenirs, including hats and shirts. As you can tell, there are plenty of lounge chairs, with a fair amount of them in the shade. There will only ever be one ship in port when you visit Princess Cay, so the crowd will be limited to those passengers on your cruise ship. We sailed on the Carnival Legend and had approximately 2,400 people on board, and the island did not feel crowded at all. When some of the bigger ships visit, that may be different, but on our day, there were plenty of seats available. The cruise line will provide a complimentary picnic lunch on the island. There's a full buffet and barbecue at Crazy Grill and Sea Breeze Grill. The hours of operation are usually limited, and crowds do form, as you can tell by the line here waiting to get inside the building. Although masks are not required on the island, they were required to enter the food service buildings. Fortunately, they were providing them for people who did not have them. The buffet includes a variety of meats, salads, fruits, breads, and desserts. Complimentary drinks are also available, as well as soft drinks and alcoholic beverages, which can be purchased at one of the 4 bars on the island. During meal times, there were long lines for food, especially at opening. We chose not to eat on the island, as members of our cruise party have dietary restrictions. Although some people will take their food back to their beach chairs, there are plenty of tables available, with many of them being in the shade. For quick bites, there's a separate fruit buffet available in the nearby building for a quick grab-and-go snack. For a splurge, you can purchase one of the 25 bungalows on the island. These small hut-like structures will give you your own special area on the island to call home. For our sailing, the bungalows were $299, and they all sold out. The ones you see here are part of the 18 bungalows at the main beach, and there are an additional 7 in the adult-only sanctuary located further down the island. Each bungalow is limited to 4 people. On some sailings, you do have the opportunity to add more people to the bungalow for an additional charge. Each one comes with amenities including soft drinks, snacks, and water, as well as snorkel equipment and a float rental. As we continued to walk, the crowds diminished, and we finally settled upon a quiet beach spot in front of the bungalows near the beach bar. Here there is an elevated seawall that is approximately 4 feet high that will prevent you from walking directly into the water. The girls were fine to jump down, but you may need to walk some to the right or to the left to gain access to the water. There were plenty of beach loungers available, and we found a set right in the front row. The girls wanted to play in the sand, and although there was plenty of sand around the loungers, they were not happy. They crossed the seawall and played below us. For concerned parents, this does take them out of your sight lines when you're in the loungers. Our girls stayed up close to the wall, as the closer you got to the water, the rockier it got. If you travel with kids who want to play in the sand, I recommend stopping on one of the large beaches closer to the marina with direct water access. As mentioned earlier, this area directly in front of the water was mostly rocks, and water shoes are recommended. There are areas that have sand entrances, but many of them do still have rocks. Carnival offers a variety of excursions at the port. There's a glass-bottom boat, numerous snorkeling adventures, and a stingray encounter. We decided to do the stingray encounter as our youngest daughter has yet to swim with them. We had previously visited Stingray City in the Cayman Islands, and that experience and this one are very different. Here in the Bahamas, the excursion is in an enclosed area and the animals are fenced in to one small alcove. There are maybe 10 stingrays at most here, and they are named. Compare this to Stingray City, where you anchor at a sandbar, and there are lots and lots of stingrays that move freely from one area to the next in search of food. Although both excursions are commercialized, the one in Grand Cayman was more natural. The one in the Bahamas, however, was great for young kids, as it's in a controlled environment and you don't have to worry about water depth. Upon arrival at Excursion Cove, everyone is given snorkel gear and water shoes if needed. The description stated that water shoes are required, but it did not tell you that they were provided as part of the fee. There was a safe place to leave your belongings, as only those on the excursion were allowed into the restricted area. We were given a quick introduction and then allowed into the water. There were 2 staff members that entered the water with you that helped gather the stingrays for you to interact with. You're allowed to bring your own camera into the water to capture the moments. The instructors will pose and hold the animals to help you get good pictures. Carnival did have a staff photographer there throughout the experience, and at many times he was given priority over personal photography. You could tell that the pictures were a priority. Our photographer told us that there would be a deal for the pictures once back on board. We checked at the photo gallery, and each picture cost $11.99, but if you bought 8, you would get all of the rest for free. We got some good family pictures, and this excursion was overall worth it. After everyone was able to get a group picture with the stingrays, we were given some free time for snorkeling. Snorkeling equipment was provided as part of the excursion, although until the very end, there was no time given for snorkeling. In fact, the instructors stopped people from snorkeling at the beginning so that they could do the stingray encounter. We did stay a bit for some snorkeling while the other families were finishing up with their pictures. We were able to see some large starfish and a few stingrays. This was probably more of an above water experience than a below water.
That's how she breathes.
I don't want to.
Give her a kiss.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you. Give a kiss on the snout.
Give her a kiss right here. Give her a kiss.
I know.
Yeah. Kiss us to death, do it. Hold it again. Huh? See?
You do it.
Take a picture. Hold it.
Nice job, Joe.
I'm gonna hold it by myself. Okay. It's heavy.
Got it?
I love to snorkel, so we always bring my equipment so I can enjoy exploring the underwater world. I was able to find some areas to snorkel out from the beach, and there was a reef and some fish. If you do not bring your own equipment, you can rent a mask and a snorkel from the beach. Flotation devices are not required. From our research, there is a good area to snorkel on the other end of the island, as you exit the tender if you would head right. Princess Cay provided us with a great beach day. We enjoyed the sun and the sand and were able to experience a fun excursion with our family. By early afternoon, we were all hungry and decided to head back to the ship. At this time, there was no wait for the tender, but be prepared that if you wait until the end of the day, there will be a line. We really enjoy visiting the various private islands owned by the cruise lines, and Princess Cay was no different. It provides an inexpensive opportunity for a great beach day. However, it was lacking some of the modern upgrades, like a pier.